Good morning students, a very warm good morning to all of you. Today we are here so discuss some lessons, that is topic related to the mathematics, that is lines and angles. Okay, so before starting the lesson, some recall is given there. Just see what is here. Find the following from the given diagram. Okay, so diagram is given, so you just have to follow this diagram and write the answers. All pairs of intersecting lines. Which are the intersecting lines? The lines which are intersect. So, which are the intersecting lines? W. Okay. Sorry. All the pairs of intersecting lines. So, you just have to write line L. Sorry. Line B. Line A. Line C and line Z. Yes. These are see line C and Z. These are intersecting. C and A, okay, C and A is the intersecting line. Okay, now here you can say line L and line A is intersecting at W. So the next question is line whose points of intersection is W. See which line is having the intersecting point W, that is line A and line L. Then for the P, that is line B and line L again. Then for the Q, line M and line B. Here is the intersecting point. Line whose intersecting point is S. Where is S? Yes, here's the line L and line C. Okay. Now, what are the all the pairs of parallel lines? Which are the parallel lines? Yes, you can say line M parallel to N parallel to M parallel to L. Then line B parallel to line C. Okay. Now, these are the parallel lines. Next, G1 is collinear points. Which are the collinear points? Which are in the same line. So, you can say RUW or QXT or PWS, or you can say Z. Here is the number, here is the point. Yes, Z, Y, X, W and V. So, these are all in the these are the collinear points. Okay. Now, moving to the next topic, that is the introduction is given something here. Geometrical shapes are all around us. In this chapter, we will study about two very basic geometrical shapes, lines and angles. If we look around us at home, in a school or somewhere else, we will find lines and angles everywhere. Yes, you know, each and everything is having the lines or angles. You can use it in our day-to-day life. Just see the chair. Are you seeing the chair? Yes. In the chair, parallel lines are there, intersecting lines. This you can see here the line is intersecting and these are the parallel lines. Now see what about the television. So here, is there any angle in the television? Yes, it is the angle, that is, I think it is the 90-degree angle. Yes. Now here also in the scissor, say, here is also the angle form. Yes, you know. Yeah. And here is yes, you can see it as an intersecting line because at that point the two lines are intersecting. Now parallel lines. What is the example of parallel lines? The best example is railway track. You know the two railway tracks can't meet with each other. Yes. Then what are the parallel lines again? Cars can be seen in a parking lot. Yes. Then parallel lines can be seen in a zebra crossing also. Yes, these are the examples of day-to-day lives we are using. Now, point. What is the point? A mark or a dot made on a paper by a sharp pointed pencil or a pen is called a point. So, what is the point? It is the mark or a dot that is made on a paper by a sharp pointed pencil or a pen is called the point. If we pierce a hole in a paper with a pin, we get another point. Yes. Fold a piece of paper along its length, place it along the fold. Again fold the paper along its breadth. Now unfold the paper, both the criyas form meet at a point. Yes. Now the second point is line segment. What is line segment? Take a piece of paper and fold it. Place the two parts together. The crease formed on the paper is an example of line segment. If we hold a string tightly between the two hands, it will form an example of a line segment with 8 points A and B. Now see here, what is the line segment? The point A and B is the line segment. Okay. Now the edge of the ruler, the meeting place of two adjacent wall of the room, etc. are some examples of line segment. Symbolically, we represent the line segment, a line segment joining 2 points A and B, and it is represented as AB, the line on the head of AB. A line segment has a definite length that can be measured. Okay. So what is the line segment? Means it is having the 2 point, end point. Okay. Now line. If a line segment is exactly endless in both directions, we get a line. Now you can see in a line both the direction are endless, means you can extend a line up to so on. A line passing through point A and B is represented as, now you can see the line is represented as arrow towards the both the side. A line segment is represented as only a line. Okay. And what about the ray? A ray is a line segment extended endlessly in only one direction. So you can see what is the ray? Ray is extended only at the one point. It is not on the 2 points. So ray can be represented as CA only in the one direction. Okay. Now the next is types of lines. There are various types of lines. See the first one, intersecting line. If any two lines pass through a common point, then these lines are called as the intersecting points. For example, X. Yes. Now you can see here is the line L and here is the M. They are meet at the one point. Okay. So are you understood what is the intersecting line? Just see here, the line L and line M is intersecting at point here. So these are called the intersecting line. Means these two lines are meeting at the point, then these are called the intersecting lines. Okay. Now the next one is parallel lines. If any two lines never intersect each other and remain at a constant distance apart, these lines are called the parallel lines. Now you have heard about the railway track. You can see in the railway track two lines are there and they are not meeting with each other. Means if any two lines never intersect each other and remains at a constant distance apart, then these lines are called parallel lines. Okay. So now see here, P and Q are the parallel lines. They are not meeting each other. Yes. Now what about the angles? Two rays with a common initial point form an angle. When the angle is formed, when the two lines, when the two rays with a common initial point, they form the angle. Here, rays AB and AC have the common initial point A. This angle is denoted by angle A or angle BAC. Rays AB and AC are called the arms of the angle. Yes, here you can see AC and AB are called the arms of the angle, and this A is the angle form. Okay. Now there are some types of angles are given. See the first one, acute angle. I know you have the idea about the acute angle. Yes. Acute angle is an angle that measures less than 90. The angle which is having the measurement less than 90, it is called the acute angle. Less than 90 means it will be from 1 to 89. Okay. Now the obtuse angle. Obtuse angle is an angle that measures more than 90 degree but less than 180 degree. Means it is started from 91 to the 175, 179 up to. This angle is called as the obtuse angle. Then what about the right angle? Right angle is an angle equal to 90, or the angle which is having the measurement of 90, it is called the right angle. Straight angle. Straight angle is angle equal to 180 degree. You know this 90 plus this 90, so total is equal to 180. So straight angle having the measurement of 180 degree. Now reflex angle. Reflex angle is an angle that measures more than 180 but less than 360. For example, 189, 198, 230, 270, 300, 359. You know how to draw the reflex angle. Okay. Now complete angle. Complete angle is an angle equal to 360, means if you have started from that side and then again completed and reached to the end point, then this is the complete angle. Zero angle. Zero angle is angle with equal to 0, means you just start and end at the same point. Okay. Now some examples are given here. Match the following. Angle PQR 90. Then angle PQR is an 90, means it is the right angle. Then 201 is, it is the, which one it is? Greater than 180, it is the reflex angle. Then 36 means it is the acute angle. It is the straight angle. Where is the, yes, it is the, zero angle. And then 0 means it is the 360, it is the complete angle. Okay. Now relation between angles. So name is their definition and what is the about the figure. Just see, vertically opposite angles. So which angle are called the vertically opposite angles? When two lines intersect, the angles form opposite to each other are called the vertically opposite angles. Just see in the figure, the two lines are intersecting at a point O and the angle form oppositely. Here the angle is this one and this one, this one and this one. So the oppositely angles are called as the vertically opposite angles. So vertically opposite angles are always equal to each other, means the measurement of that angle is equal to that angle and that angle is equal to that angle, means opposite angles are having the same measurement. Okay. AOB, DOC, or you can say COD, then are the vertically opposite AOD and BOC. Okay. Now adjacent angle. Two angles are called adjacent to each other when only when they have a common vertex, they have common arm, the non-common arms are on either side of the common arm. So what is the adjacent angle? They just have the first common vertex, means they are having the common vertex. After that common arms, but non-common arms on the either side of the common arm, then only it will be the adjacent angle. That is AOB and BOC are the adjacent angle. Linear pair. Two adjacent angles form a linear pair if the sum of those angles is 180 degree. When it is called a linear pair, when the sum of the two angles are having the addition is equal to 180. So here AOB and BOC are called the linear pair angles, because it is equal to 180. Complementary angle. Two angles are said to be complementary if the sum of their measure is 90. Okay. If you can see here is the 55, here is the 35. What is the addition of that is 90. Means the angle is said to be complementary if the sum of their angle it is equal to 90. Here you can see ABC and DEF are the complementary angle. Now what are the supplementary angles? Two angles are said to be supplementary if the sum of their measure is equal to 180. Here you can see here is the 105 and here is the 75. If you are adding both of them, you will get 180. So supplementary angles are having the measurement of 180. Okay. Students, are you understood? How many types of angles are there and how many types of lines are there? Yes? Okay. Now, complement and supplement of an angle. To find the complement of an angle, given angle, we subtract the angle from 90 degree. If you want to find the complementary angle, what you have to do? You just have to subtract the angle from the 90 degree. You will get the complement of that angle. Okay. Because angle plus complement angle it is equal to 90. If you want to find the complement of that angle, what you have to do? You just have to subtract 90 minus the angle. Okay. Now some examples are given. Find the complement of the following angles. A47. So what you have to do? Just subtract 90 minus 47. You will get the complement of that angle. 0. 90 minus 0 is 90 minus 19 is 0. Then 90 degree. So complement of 0 is equal to, complement of 90 is equal to 0 and complement of 0 is equal to 90. Then 30. So complement of 30 is equal to 90 minus 30. It is equal to 60. Okay. Now what about the supplementary angle? To find out the supplement of any angle, you just have to subtract 180 minus angles. Here complementary angle of 90 and supplementary angles of 180. Okay. Find the supplement of the following angle. 0. So 180 minus 0 is 180. 90. 180 minus 90 is 90. 123. 180 minus 123 is 57. And 180 minus 180 is 0. Okay. Now some examples are also given there. An angle is 60 degree less than its supplement. Find the measure of the angle. Let the angle be x. And what about the supplement is 180 minus x. So according to question, x is equal to 180 minus x minus of 16 means the angle is less than 60. So what is the angle? 180 minus x is the angle. Then less than 60 means again minus 16. So it will equal to x is equal to 164 minus x. So here you have to write 2x is equal to 164. So x is equal to 164 upon 2. So you will get the value of x is equal to 82 means the supplement of 82 degree is equal to 180 minus 82 is 98. Okay. So the 82 is 16 less than 98. Okay. In this way you have to find out the supplement of any angle. Just see the next one. Look at the adjoining figure and answer the following questions. Form an equation involving m and n. Okay. B. You just have to form the equation involving m and n. So you just have to write it as angle AOC plus COE. Okay, so you know what is these are the linear pairs. So AOC and COE are the linear pairs, so it is equal to 180. Then AOB plus BOC plus COD plus DOC is equal to 180. Yes. So here you can see AOC is equal to AOB plus BOC and COE is equal to COD plus DOE. True it is? Yes. Then write down the measurement of that. m plus n, it is equal to 180. So 2m plus 2n is equal to 180. So 2 of m plus n is equal to 180. So m plus 1 is n is equal to 190 degrees. So this is the equation involving m and n. Okay. Now if the value of n is 30, so what about the value of m is 60, because m plus n 30 means it is the which angle it is? Complementary angle. Okay. Now see the next. In the given figure, write the pair of the following. Vertically opposite. Which are the vertically opposite? Just see, these are where the two lines are intersecting. Means 2 and 4 opposite, 1 and 3 opposite, 5 and 7 opposite, 6 and 8 are opposite angles. Okay. Now see exercise 7.1. In the given figure, L and M are two lines which intersect at point O, forming four angles A, B, C, D. Okay. Now you just have to write the name two pairs of equal angles. Which are the equal angles are there? Yes. Which are the equal angles? Which are having the vertically opposite, means A and C, yes, and B and D. These are the vertical. These are the angle having the equal angles, because you can see A and C are the vertically opposite, means they are having the same measurement. So here you can write A and C and angle B and angle D. Okay. Now name four pairs of adjacent angle. You know what are the adjacent angle? Yes. So what are the adjacent angle are there? You just have to write angle A and angle B. You can see A and B are the adjacent angle. Then A and D. Then B and C. D and C, and then C and B. So these are the pairs of adjacent angle. Name 4 pairs of angle forming a linear pair. Okay, so linear pair means you are having the measurement of 180. If you are considering these angle A plus angle B, yes, then angle B, angle C, this you can consider. If this is 180, angle C, angle D, this is also 180, and angle A and angle D, this is also linear pair. Okay, so these are the pair. Supplement of A, if A is equal to 100, so supplementary angle is equal to how much? 180. So minus A 180, 80 is equal to 100. So what will be the answer is 80. A is 105, then find the measure of angle ABC. A is 105. Now you can see here A is 105, then opposite to of A is C. So it is also 105. Now what about the B and D? So linear pair 105 plus how much is equal to 180? So it is, you have to write 75. So B is equal to 75. So again D is again 75. Then add the number 75 plus 105, you will get the answer. Okay, so B and D is equal to 75, and what is the remaining? C. So C is equal to 105. Okay, now see the next question. Classify the following angles as 0, acute, right, obtuse, reflex, straight and complete angles. Okay, so you know which are the angles. This is 0 means it is the 0 angle, 190 means it is the more than 180 means it is the, yes, reflex, then 90 straight angle, 45 acute, 310 reflex, 125 obtuse, 101 obtuse, 209 reflex, 180 is the straight angle. Okay, now an angle is 10 degree more than its complement. Find the angle. Now for that what you have to do, you just have to, yes, an angle is 10 degree more than its complement. So what about the complement angle? Complement angle is, yes, complement angle is of 90. So if the angle is x and more than complement means x plus 10, so it is equal to 90. Okay, now x is equal to 90 minus 10, you have to write 80. Okay, now see the fourth question. Find the complement of, here 56 is given, so what is the complement of 56? Just make it, yes, just what you have to do, how much of angle complementary? Complementary means you just have to subtract from the, yes, 90. So 90 minus 56, 34, 90 minus 65, 25, and 90 minus 38 is equal to 52. Then what about the supplement of? Just subtract it from 180, so you will get 75. 180 minus 178, you will get 2, and 180 minus 38, you will get 142. Okay, now see the sixth question. In the given figure, two angles ABC and angle XYZ are given with measure 60 degree and 90 degree respectively. Okay, ABC of 60 degree and XYZ of 90 degree. Find the complement of angle ABC. ABC. What is the complement of ABC? It is 60. Means complement of 60 is 30. So here you have to write 30. Find the supplement of angle ABC and XYZ. So ABC and XYZ, what is that? Yes, angle. Find the supplement of angle ABC. What is the supplement of angle ABC? ABC is 60, means here it is, you have to write 60 plus 120, means for the ABC the supplementary angle is 120, and for XYZ it is the 90, means again you have to write, yes, 90. For the 180 you have to write 90. Okay, now the next question you have to do by your own. Just see the question number 7. Look at the adjacent figure and answer the following questions. Name the adjacent angles to angle DOE. Which is the adjacent angle of DOE? Is equal to DOE. Where is the DOE? So which is the angle adjacent to DOE is? Yes, COD and AOE. Okay, so AOE and COD are the adjacent angle of DOE. Angle equal to COD. Where is the COD? So which is the opposite to that is AOE. Yes. You know what is the opposite angle? Vertically opposite means the measurement of COD is equal to AOE, or you can say EOA, because these are the two vertically opposite angles. Okay. Now see the question number 8. In this way you have to solve the remaining one. You know how to solve? Two supplementary angles are such that one is 2/3 of the other. Find them. So 2/3 means you just have to write 2/3 of 1 is equal to, supplementary means it is having the, yes, 180. So you just have to find out the answer. You will get is equal to 72. Okay. Now 9th question. Find the angle whose measure is equal to measure of its complementary. So which one it is? Its complement means it is 45. Okay. Is it right? 45, 45, 90, and its supplement, for the supplement you have to add 90 plus 90 means its supplement is 90. Okay. Now 10th question. Classify the following pair of angles as complement or supplement. So 159 plus 21, so it is equal to supplement. Then 29, 61, it is equal to complement because it is of 90. 90, 90, 180 means again it is the supplement. 45, 45, 90 means it is the complement. 180 plus 0 is, yes, supplement. Supplement is having the 180 measurement and complement is having the 90. Okay. Then 90 again here means it is the complementary. Here is complementary, here is supplementary, here you have to write supplement, and here is the supplementary. Okay. Now see the question number 11. Find the value of x in each of the following. Here you have to find out the value of x. Okay. So just see, the total number of addition is given x plus 2x plus 3x. X plus 2x plus 3x. So how much it is? It is the linear pair. So you can write it as 180. Okay. Or it is a straight angle. So 3, 2, 1 means 6x equal to 180. So x is equal to 180 divided by 6. It is equal to, x is equal to 30. So the measurement of angle is equal to 30. That is 30. 2 multiplied by 30 is 60, and here is the 90. The angle will be 30, 60 and 90. Okay. Now B1 is also you can do 7x plus 5, 4x plus 2. 4x plus 20 is equal to 7x plus 5. Why you are making the is equal to? Because both are the oppositely, vertically opposite. So measurement is same. Then equality is, here you have to write 4x means minus of 7x is equal to 5 minus of 20. So it is equal to 4 minus 7 is minus of 3x is equal to minus of 15. So x is equal to, cut this sign and you will get the answer 5. Okay. So in this way you just have to calculate the remaining one. Just see the example 12. Match the following. Two acute angle. So two acute angle, yes, can be complementary because complementary is 90. Two right angles, yes, two right angles are supplementary. Yes, two right angles are supplementary because two right angles means 90, 90, 180. Two straight angle add up to 360. Yes, because when two straight angles are added, it is equal to 360, and angle 30 and 60 are complementary angles. Okay. Now here the question 13, you just have to write true or false. Two acute angle can be formed supplementary. Yes, no, because it is form the complementary. You just write false. Two adjacent angle can be complementary. Yes, it is true. Two supplement angles always form a linear pair. False. And two obtuse angle can be form a supplement. It is again false. Okay. So in this way you have to solve the question number 13 also. Okay. Now the finish with it. Just see what is the transversal. Okay. A transversal is a line that cuts two or more lines at two or more points. Yes, what is the transversal? Means the line which cut the two or more lines in the two or more points. Just see here, line L and M is cut by line L at the point A and at the point B. Here, L, M, P, Q, R, all the lines are cut at the point A, B, C, D by the line N. Here you can see line LMN is cut by the point at the point A. So, what are the transversal? Means the transversal is a line that cuts two or more lines at a two or more points. Okay. Now, transversal of parallel lines. Transversal of parallel lines is a line intersecting two or more parallel lines at two or more points. In a real life, we come across many examples transversal of parallel lines. Vertically rods in a staircase at the transversal to the parallel horizontal bars. Yes, find out the three more real life examples showing transversal of parallel lines. Means you just have to find the parallel lines are there and it is just cut by the line by the means it is cut by the transversal line. Okay. Now, angle formed by the transversal. Consider a transversal and intersecting two lines L and M forming 8 angles. Angle A, angle B, angle 1, 2 and angle 8. Okay. The different angles formed by the transversal are, just see here, interior angles. So which are the interior angles? The angles enclosed in the interior of the two lines on the same side of the transversal are the interior angles. Just see here. Angle 3 and angle 6, these two are on the interior side of the angles, therefore these are called the interior angle. Then 4 and 5 also called as the interior angle. Then corresponding angle. In the given figure, the angles on the same side of L and M, on the L and N, also on the same side of transversal N are corresponding angle. Just see 1 and 5, 1 and 5, 4 and 8. Yes, 2 and 6 and 3 and 7. So what are the corresponding corresponding angles? 1, 5, 4, 8 and here 2, 6 and 3, 7. Okay. So these are the corresponding angles. Now alternate angles, or you can say alternate interior angles. In the figure, the angles in the interior and the opposite sides of the transversal are the alternate angles. For example, angle 4 and angle 6. Just see here, angle 4 and angle 6 are called the alternate angle, or you can say you just have to form the Z. When you are forming a Z, this angle and this angle are called the alternate angles. Or 3 and 5, just see here 3 and 5. Here also 3 and 5 are the alternate angles. Okay. Now exterior angles. Which are the exterior angles? Exterior and on the same side of the transversal are called the exterior angles. See 1 and 8. There is 1. Yes. This 1 and 8. These are on the both the outside of the angle. Then 2 and 7 are called the exterior angles. Alternate angle, exterior angles. In the given figure, the angles in the exterior and opposite sides of the transversal end, then these are called the alternate exterior angles. For example, 1 and 7. Just see, 1 and 7 are called the exterior. These are the alternate angle, but on the exterior side. Now see, 4 and 6 are on the interior side. So these are called the alternate interior angle, but 1 and 7 are on the exterior side, and 2 and 8 is also on the exterior side. So these are called the alternate exterior angles. Are you understood, student? Types of angles? Yes. See, there are some properties of parallel lines. If N is the transversal intersecting two parallel lines, LMN, then the following properties are satisfied. Corresponding angles are equal. Yes. Here the corresponding angle. Which are the corresponding angles? Yes, 4, 8, 1, 5, 2, 6 and 3, 7. These are the corresponding angles. Then alternate angles are 3, 5, 4, 6, 1, 7 and 2, 8. Okay. Then interior angles on the same side, transversal by supplementary are angle 3 plus 6, angle 3 plus 6 it is equal to 180, and angle 4 plus 5 it is also equal to 180. Now exterior angles on the same side of the transversal are supplementary. Just see angle 1 and angle 8. Where is the angle 1 and angle 8? These are having the 180 degree, and angle 2 and angle 7 is also having the 180 degree. Okay. Now see, some examples are given here. In the adjoining figure, A is parallel to B and C is the transversal. If angle 2 is 65, find the measure of the remaining 7 angles. Okay. Now here you have to find out the angle. Angle 2 is equal to 65, and you have to find out the angle 1, 3, 5, 7 and 5, 6 and 7, 8. Okay. Now starting with the angle 2 is equal to 65. Here 2 is the 65, means the opposite of that is 4 is also 65. Okay. Now just see 2 and 3. When you are adding the angle 2 and 3, what you will get? You will get, here what is the equation is given? Angle 1 and 2 is 180. Okay. So it is given as a linear pair. So angle 1, angle 2, 180. When angle 1 is angle 1 plus 65 is the angle 2. Then angle 1 is equal to 115. Just see angle 1 is 115. Then angle 3 is again 115, because these are the both are the opposite angles. Then if 2 is 45, then 4 is also the 2 is 65, then 4 is also the 65. Okay. Now see, corresponding angles are equal. So which are the corresponding angle? 5, 1. Therefore 1 is equal to 5, means 115 is equal to angle 1, angle 5. Then angle 6 is equal to angle 2. Yes. Therefore is equal to 65. This is 65. This is 115. Then again angle 4, angle 8. It is equal to 65, and here angle 5, angle 7 is vertically opposite, so it is again, yes, angle 3 and 7 is equal to 115. Okay, so in this way you have to find the remaining angles. Just checking for parallel lines. Okay. You already learned that if two parallel lines are intersecting by transversal, each pair of corresponding angles are equal. Okay. Each pair of alternate and exterior angles are equal, and interior or exterior angles on the same side of the transversal are supplementary. Now we can use these properties to check whether the two lines are parallel or not. Okay. If two lines are drawn in such a way that the pair of corresponding angles formed by a transversal with them are equal, then we can say that the lines are parallel. Okay. Now similarly, check whether the two lines given are parallel or not. We can even check whenever a point of alternate interior or exterior angles are equal, or co-interior or co-exterior angles are supplementary or not. Okay. We just have to cross check. Just check whether L is parallel to M in the following figure. So here what is given? Here measurement is given. You just have to check this is parallel or not. Okay. Just see, here is the 100. So here is x is equal to how much? Here is again 100. Now when you are adding this linear pair, so it is the 70. It is the 70. When it is the 70, opposite to that is also 70, and here is the 80. Okay, here you have to write 80 because it's 100. So here is again 80. Here is the 70, means you just have to write 110. Okay. Now see what is given there. Let the angles opposite 100 be x, then x is equal to 100. If x is equal to 100, okay, then this angle is, these are the vertically opposite, means this is the 100 also. Okay. Then if you just add x plus 100, you will get the 180. No, it will get the 170, means this is the wrong one. Okay. So x and 70 degree are not supplementary, or interior angles not supplementary. Hence L is not parallel to M. If L is parallel to M, what will be happen? this x plus 70 is equal to, that is 180 you will get. Okay, now see here is the 45, here is also the 45. Which angle it is? It will be Z angle, means it is the alternate angle. Here is the angle, here is the angle, means since alternate angles are equal, these two lines L and M are parallel. Yes, see some examples is also given here. This is the example. Is AB parallel to CD and why? You just have to explain. AB parallel to CD, yes, and is AB parallel to EF? Why? You just have to explain. Yes, AB parallel to CD because ABD means ABD and CDB. So this is equal to 180. You can see ABD and CDB. These are the two angles are having the measurement of 180, means these are the supplementary angles. So interior angle between AB and CD are supplementary. Yes. Therefore, yes, AB, that's why AB is parallel to CD with transversal BD. Yes. Now second one, is AB parallel to EF? Yes, AB parallel to EF. AB is again parallel to EF because ABE. You can see in ABE, it is AB means he has the 35 and again ABE is equal to 30, means total is equal to 65. So here the total is 65 and here is the 65. So measurement is 7. The measurement is same, that is alternate angles. You can see here the alternate angle is formed, that is the Z1. So these two angles are equal, therefore AB is parallel to EF. Okay, and in this way you have to solve. Third one is also given there, just you have to decide prime is parallel to N or not. Okay, now in exercise 7.2, just see some examples are given. First one, identify whether the line T is transversal to the other lines in the following. So what is the transversal line? When the two or more lines are intersecting at a point. So first one is, here is what you are saying? No. Then what about the second one? It is, yes, you can see here and here also. So yes, here is also you say yes, no, it is no. Then here, yes. Then what about the E? It is no, because and here yes. Okay. Next, question 2. Find the value of x in the following figure if P is parallel to Q. So here how you are finding the value of x? Yes, if it is the which angles are there? Yes, interior angle. So the addition of interior angle is equal to 180. So 180 is equal to x plus 110. So x is equal to 70. When you are subtracting 180 minus 110, you will get x is equal to 70. Then 5x, 3x. Now you have to find out 5x and 3x. So what is the addition of that? 5x and 3x is equal to, yes, you just have to find by your own. Now see this one also and this one also you have to find by your own. Now see the question number 3. Check whether P is parallel to Q in the following. Okay, just see if it is parallel to P, parallel to Q. How you are checking? Yes, if the two lines are parallel, then the measurement of angle are equal to, here is the Z angle is formed. So A is yes. Here, right? No. Okay. Now, see the fourth question. In the figure, C is the transversal to parallel lines A and B. If angle 1 is equal to 45 degree, angle 1 is 45, then you just have to find out. Okay, so angle 1 is 45, so angle 8 is also 45. Okay, now because of these are the alternate angle, then angle 8 plus angle 6, or you can say angle 1 plus angle 5 is equal to 180 because of linear pair. So angle 1 is 45. So 45 plus angle 5 is equal to 180. Then angle 5 is equal to 180 minus 45. So it is equal to angle phi is 135. Just see here, angle phi is 135. So 6 is again 135. Now A is 45. If 1 is 45, then 4 is also 45 because exterior angle. 2 is 135 because 5 is 135. Yes, 2 is 135, then 3 is 135 because opposite angle, and 4 is 45, then 7 is again the 45. Okay, in this we have to find the measure of angle A, B, C, D and E in the given figure when if x is parallel to y and y is parallel to z. See, same ways you have to find out. Here is the 130, then here is again the 130. Okay, so here is the 130 and the linear pair, here is the angle. Which one it is? It is 60. Okay, now after that you just have to find the corresponding angle. So here angle A and B. So angle A and angle B. How much it is? Angle A and angle B. It is equal to 130. And angle C, angle D and angle F is equal to 50. Okay. Because if it is a 130, then remaining one is 50. Because 130 plus 50 is 180. Okay. Now sixth one. Same you have to find out. Here is the 70, here is again 70, here is how much? 110. 70 means 11. Yes, how much? 70. So here is the angle is 110 and opposite to the 70 is again 70. Angle A is 70. Okay. And angle, yes, C is also 70 and angle D is also 70. Then what about the angle B? Angle B is 1110. Yes, because this is the linear pair. And angle B is 1110. Then angle E is again the 1110. Okay. Now, 7th is also the same one. 8, 9, 10. All are having the same. Okay. Now see what about the 8. Just like. In the adjoining figure, P is parallel to Q and Q is parallel to I. Okay, you just have to find the answer. Is A is equivalent to B? Angle A is equal to angle B? Yes, angle A is equal to angle B? Yes, because, yes, what is the reason? You just have to write yes, because these are the, which are the angles these are? Yes, these are the corresponding angles. Okay, now when A is equal to B, then B is equal to again C. So here is to write because of the corresponding angles. Then A is equal to C. Yes, if A is equal to B and B is equal to C, then A is equal to C is possible. Yes, again you have to write yes because the corresponding angle. And D, yes, when the angle A is equal to B, B is equal to C, then this angle line P is parallel to I. This you have to write again yes. Okay. Now see the question 9. Again the same one you have to write out. You know how to find out. Just see the opposite one. Why? It is also 55. 120. Here is again 120. Yes, angle Z is 120 because which are the? Yes, these are the exterior angles. Now see the 10th one. Here again you have to find out the same thing. That's 11th also. Now see the 12th one. Here is the 40 and 45 means it is the 95. Okay. Now what about the C? So again you have to write x is equal to 45 and y is equal to 40 because these are forming the alternate angle. Okay. And alternate angle are having the same measurement. What about the 30? Check whether L is parallel to M in each of the following figure. Give the reason of your answer. Okay. Now see the first one. L is parallel to M. L is parallel to M. No, it is not parallel to M because if these are the exterior, yes, these are the alternate exterior angles, then they are having the same measurement. But here you can see they are not having the same measurement, since you have to write here no because their measurement is not equal. Then what about this? Yes, 83 and 90 same one. It is equal to 180 because these are the again which angle these are? These are the again alternate angle. Then what about these? Yes, these are the again Yes, you have to write. Okay. So in this way we have completed the chapter number 7, that is angles and lines. I hope all the points in this chapter you will understood very well. Yes, students. Thank you so much for attending my class. Next we are meeting in our next class. Thank you so much.